Welcome to the home of the DIY movement, where we build stuff and paint things.
All right, y'all, welcome back. Welcome to the review of the Schumacher electric DSR Pro Heavy Duty 4-bank battery charger. You can charge 4 batteries at the same time, 4 12-volt batteries. This is a 10 amp charger. I got this on Amazon. Right here's the screenshot. It's $261, and I got it to charge the batteries in the trunk of my car for the hydraulics. I believe they're available in 4 battery and also, or 4 bank, and also 8 bank, I believe. So I went with the 4 bank because that's more practical for me. So let's get into the review. Before we get into it, I wanted to pay tribute to my now 28-year-old Sears battery charger here. This was a 40 amp, a 2 amp or a 40 amp, also a 200 amp engine starter. I bought this thing brand new in 1998. It's lived in some tough environments and very humid environments, and it's still kicking, still holding up. The downside to this is obviously you only charge 1 battery at a time. 2 amp is really slow. 40 amp is a little fast, although I used to charge my batteries at 40 amp. 200 amp is way too fast. I'm still going to keep it because I like the engine start feature. I don't know if the Schumacher is going to hold up to 28 years, but we'll see. Guys, this is going to be this weekend's video, man. I've been under the weather for a week. It's been a real rough week around here, so I wanted to at least put something out. I received this probably about 4 days ago, and I wanted to go ahead and do a little unboxing review of this battery charger, man. So what made me pull the trigger on this is because I've been charging 1 battery at a time for a very long time, and I had some gift card money. I had some Amazon reward points, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this. Thought about getting a street charger. May still get one. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll see how this thing acts. I posted this on the Facebook group, the DIY movement, and polar reviews, man. One guy said the thing was trash out the box. One guy said he loves it, does everything he wants, everything he needs. One guy said the connector was bad right out the box. Another guy said it broke right before the warranty was up. So we'll see. I mean, it was $261. So it's not, break the bank expensive, but it also wasn't very cheap. We'll see how it acts. Right off the gate, I felt like the alligator clamps were kind of cheap compared to, of course, the Sears charger, which is from a different era. But I felt the box, the electrical box right there is pretty sturdy, pretty well made. I don't know what those brackets are for. Probably going to toss them. I guess you hang it on the wall or something if you want. These leads right here, it comes with the 4 leads. They're about 6 feet long. Kind of struggled to get them in at first, but once they went in and kind of opened up the connector, then it, you can go in and out pretty easy with it. But out the box, I mean, I thought it was okay. Like I said, I felt like the alligator clamps were a little lightweight, a little cheap. But of course, you really don't need them to do, anything other than clamp onto the battery terminal. So that being said, so far, I was pretty pleased with the packaging. I was pleased with the arrival time. I think I got it within 2 days on Amazon. So that was good. And I believe it does have a warranty. Hopefully I don't have to get to the point that I have to use it. But so far, I would say, so far so good. I know there's other battery chargers out there on the market that do the same thing that are much smaller, and they're, about double the price or so. Considered getting one of those, but I mean, really, for the price of this, $250, went ahead with this option. I had a guy ask me this morning when I'm charging my batteries if I disconnect all the cables off the batteries. The answer to that's no. I've never done that. The only thing I disconnect is, of course, the ground inside the car or off the rack. I've never disconnected any cables. Although I've always ran batteries in series, I never run them in parallel. I know some people run them in parallel, a few batteries to get more amps. I've never done that. I've always done basic setups. So right now, what I'm doing is hooking up the batteries one by one. We'll get to a second here. The battery on the far left forward is battery number 1. Battery number 2 would be left side close to the bumper. Battery number 3 would be right side close to the bumper. Battery number 4 would be right side, closer to the back seat of the car. And that would be the fourth battery in series, 48 volt. Although that's kind of irrelevant information. It really doesn't matter how you hook them up. Although when I did turn the machine on, I thought the readings were kind of strange considering where the batteries are at in series. I don't know if that's anything to do with anything really. We'll get to that here in a second. So pretty straightforward. You guys already know this: red to positive, black to negative. You want to double check that before you turn the thing on. I do like that it's small and fits in the trunk, so that's good. Okay, we got juice, plugged it in, and right off the bat it displays the voltage, and it looks like we're above 12 volts on all the batteries. Of course, you guys saw me throw the instructions away. So I had to go back and refer to those. Here's how they're hooked up. That's battery number 1. This is battery number 2. Right here, back corner, right corner is battery number 3. One in front's battery number 4. So right now we're showing volts. You can switch from volts. That's the percentage of the charge, and then that's amp. This thing is a 10 amp charger, so they're all going to say 10 on the second setting. This one was only at 28%. And it was the 4th battery in series, so I don't know if the setup is drawing the most out of that 4th battery instead of taking it from all 4 batteries, but I thought that was worth mentioning. It's 9:30 in the morning. This is the percentage rate of the charge at 9:30 a.m. 74, 25, 28, and 53. And like I say, the 28, which was strange, is the 4th battery in series, and the 25 is the 2nd battery in series. I wish I had an explanation for that. The 74, which is the highest, the battery that had the most juice, was the 1st one in series. It also has the ground coming off of it. This is an hour later. This is 10:30 in the morning, so everything's been on charge for 1 hour, and we're seeing some progress. This is 11:30 in the morning. It's been 2 hours. We're seeing some progress. I did have to go and reference what type of battery these are. I thought they were AGM, but they're not. They're standard. So I changed the setting on the battery charger. I didn't notice any difference in the way it was acting or how fast they charged when I changed the setting. This is noon, so they've been on the charge for 2.5 hours. 3 of them are at 100%. That last one, which was the lowest, is at 94, which is almost 100. So approximately 2.5 hours for a full charge. And this was about 12:15, so call it 3 hours for a full charge, which in my opinion saves a tremendous amount of time. Normally it would be at 10 amp, 4 hours each battery maybe, whereas now we did all 4 in 3 hours. So far is looking really good. All right, here we are. All 4 batteries are at 100%. I'm going to go through the settings here to show what they display when everything's fully charged. Charger was a little warm to the touch, not hot by any means, but it was a little warm. So like I say, it's normally a 10 amp charger. I guess when they're fully charged, it drops down to a trickle charger. That one was at 2.5. This one's at 4 or so. They're all at 15 volt, so they're hot. That's 4 amp, and then this last one here is about 3 amps. So it's safe to say that this thing is not going to overcharge. When they're charged, they're going to drop down to 2 to 3 amps, and they're gonna be at 15 volts. So far I'm liking it. This is going to be just a little comparison in size here to another Schumacher I have that sometimes I use. It's also a 10 amp. I like the small one because it fits in tight spaces. What I'm going to be doing next is charging the batteries into 60. And I know those are a little more dead than what was in the Cadillac, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Y'all stay tuned for the next one.